these blurred memories trapped behind the walls, searching for an unknown door and the answers to it all. Jigsaw puzzle all in white takes time to understand. Each piece will serve a purpose the moment that it can. You will see me again. When you look back on where we've been, rock and roll songs in the wind. You will see me again. You look back on where you've been, rock and roll songs in the wind. You will see me again. Thank you.
So it feels like in the Jurassic era, Bob Dylan wrote "The Times They Are Changing." I'm sure a lot of people here can sing. And I'm a huge Dylan fan. He was the voice of a generation. But I have found myself a lot, and I happened to hear this song somewhere a while ago, thinking, nah, I really haven't changed all that. This came out of that. People sure did gather round and aimlessly we roamed. Watched the waters rise, pitched and yelled and moaned. Never did much swimming, so we sank just like a stone. I don't care what Bobby said, the times they've not changed at all. 1,000 TV critics prophesize through the lens. Our eyes are welded shut, the chance it came and went. Speaking all at once, well, the wheel just spins and spins. I don't care what Bobby said, the times they've not changed at all. Senators and congressmen still heed the siren's call. You need a bag of gold to even see the halls. Yet we who were hurt won't even try and scale the walls. I don't care what Bobby said, the times they've not changed at all. Now we're mothers, fathers, spread throughout the land. We'll still real fast to criticize, but fail to understand. We raised our sons and daughters, now no one gives a damn. I don't care what Bobby said, the times they've not changed at all. Mine is surely drawn, and an evil curse was cast. We've crippled the slow, gave laurels to the fast. The first is out of sight, the last is farther back. I don't care what Bobby said, the times they've not changed, the times they've not changed, the times they've not changed at all. Obviously, I was a little grumpy when I wrote that one.
That's good fodder though for a great song, right? Being grumpy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, being grumpy.
I mean, we all need that. We need all the different perspectives, and thank you for that. I really needed to hear that tonight. Thank you. Well, Gabe, you sang about one of your family members who's very special to you, so I think I'll use that as an opportunity to try to sing the song without crying. So I'm a fourth generation native of St. Pete, and I owe that in part to my dad's side of the family. Or it is only on my dad's side of the family. My mom was an Army brat. And my grandparents met in Gulfport, sort of. Actually, that's not true. My grandmother lived in Gulfport, but she went to St. Pete High School and St. Pete Junior High, I think, or something else. It's the building that is next to the Shuffleboard Club. And this young man asked her out on a date when she was 15, and she said okay. And he showed up at her house. His brother was driving the car, and the young man who asked her on the date wasn't wearing any shoes. And the young man with no shoes became my great Uncle Roy, and the guy driving became my granddad, George. Magically, my grandmother, who married my granddad in Macon, Georgia, when she was 16, had my uncle 6 months later, and had 5 kids. My dad's the youngest, and I am one of so many cousins that I have lost count. My grandmother moved to Gulfport with her widowed mother and her sister, Karima. My grandmother and her family were of Russian Muslim descent. They lived in Brooklyn, New York. When her dad and her younger brother passed away, her mom said, not staying here, it's too much sadness. A friend was writing, come to Florida, beaches and oranges, beaches and oranges. So they got on a train, they got off at the station that is next to what is now Thunder Marine, or whatever that is, if you're going out Tyrone towards Seminole. And they started their life here. So this song is about my grandma. It is called Edie. Let me do the crying now. Okay. I might not make it. This is good practice. I tried the other day and I got almost all the way through.
Imagining her feet on sugar
Riley. Thank you. He brought me chicken nuggets. I could eat some. Are you asking if we?
I think we'll do one more and take a quick break and then we'll come back.
That's great.
This song makes me cry. It's about staying home with my son. So when I was, I don't know how old I was, but we had my son. He was like 2 years old, and we went down to Key West. And my wife said, "Hey, I think we're going to move back to Ohio. Me and Quentin, and if you want to come, you can come too." And I said, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm in." And the deal was, if I went home, I was going to stay at home dad, and she was going to go to work. And I thought that was awesome. And I wrote a novel for all you novel fans. It's called Wild Man. You can get it online, already autographed. It's $4. Where was I going with? So Quentin and I had some wild adventures. He was 2, and I don't know. Well, I see a lot of kids, so obviously you guys have kids. They're amazing, right? He never wanted to sleep, ever. So the only way to get him to sleep was to drive around, and sometimes I would drive. We lived in a small town in Ohio, and I would drive to the big city, and we would go to Target, and he thought he was entitled to get an action figure every time we went. And he picked up an action figure that day, and then told me he had to go to the bathroom. And so we went to the bathroom, he took his action figure, we walk in, and it's one of those bathrooms where you step on the floor and it's like, and I don't know if it was from cleaning supplies or someone urinated all over the floor, but it was gross. And we went into our stall, and I got the seat ready for him, and he put his action figure on the back of the toilet, and then he picked up the toilet paper roll and threw it into the stall next to us. Unbeknownst to us, there was a man next to us. And he said, "Hey, what's going on?" And I said, "We gotta get out of here." So Quinn and I left, and leave this thing, and then I'm trying to get him out of the Target, and he's like, "Hey, I left my action figure in the bathroom." And I'm like, "Just leave it, it's fine." And he starts doing what 2-year-olds do, and he's going crazy. So I was like, "Okay, I'll go back and get it." So I walk back in the bathroom, and the man opens the stall, and it's Jungle Jack Hanna. Anybody know Jungle Jack? And he looks at me, he's like, "Did you throw toilet paper at me?" I said, "No, sir, I did not." I ran in, I got his action figure and ran out. And that was my brush with stardom. I never so happy. I don't even know what song I'm playing. Now, this is a song about being a stay-at-home dad. So it says, "I'm on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I really think I might lose my mind. The city walls where they're closing in. I think it's really just a matter of time. You call me paranoid, I call it common sense. You say I'm crazy, well I'm probably on the fence. But you got nothing on me, darling, nothing you can prove. And until they pick a jury, I got nothing to lose, alright. Everywhere I go, everyone I meet is trying to save my soul and sell us something on the street. No, I'm not my help, lightly thinking that they'll walk away, but they take that as encouragement and then they won't stay. And they talk, I cannot take it anymore. Treat me like a jerk when I show them to the door. You know my biggest dream is sitting in my own backyard. If they had something that good, it shouldn't be this hard. Back to reality and not the kind you find on a TV set. I'm talking about a dog leak, a lot of regret. Sitting on a freeway waiting for another day. A job you don't want, no bills you gotta pay. You need to change your routine. Shed a few clothes, but when you get to where you're going, well, it's gonna be closed. That's when your old lady said, "Hey, you should call first." Bite my lip, cause my head's about to burst. I'm on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I really think I'm gonna lose my mind. City walls where they're closing in. I really think it's just a matter of time. You call me paranoid, I call it common sense. You say I'm crazy, well I'm probably on the I'm a stay-at-home dad. The world treats me like I've gone mad. Spend all my days just driving around, trying to get that kid to sleep. I come down and when he finally does, a few minutes apiece before the phone rings saying, did you get him to sleep? Yeah, I got him to sleep, but now he's got a second wind. I take a second myself. Should I fire again? I'm on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I really think I might lose my mind. City walls are the closing in. I really think it's just a matter of time. I'm paranoid, I say it's common sense. You say I'm crazy, well I'm probably on the fence. But you got nothing on it, all and nothing you can prove. And until they pick a jury, I got nothing to lose, alright.
So I've never played this one out before. I kind of wrote it a while back, put it in a drawer, took it out, rewrote it, put it in the drawer, took it out, rewrote it. So I changed the lyrics a whole bunch of times. I worked around, added things, subtracted things. So one, I've got it written out in front of me because I have no idea which version this is likely to come out. This is another one that's kind of about family. There are those horrible TV commercials out there where they talk about becoming your parents. The progressive commercials. I hate those commercials. Because the reality is, you're going to have little pieces of your parents in you whether you like it or not. So this whole thing is, anyway, it's called Little Pieces.
I think I'm going to get out my ukulele for this one.
I have a friend who refers to ukuleles as the rubber ducky of stringed instruments. I kind of like that.
Very good assessment. So this is one that I've been working on with the band, and we had an epiphany in practice not too long ago that the style I'm about to play you is not as well suited as the style we are going to do it in the band. I have the note chill reggae written at the top here. I'm not going to play it like that. So actually maybe I will. I don't know. This is that coming through. There she goes. I turned it all the way down earlier, so feedback. This is another one of those songs that just kind of happened. I don't really have a what it's about story, and I don't remember. I have a date on it, 9/19/24. I have no idea where it came from, but I've started to realize that the style that I write, even though I use the piano quite a bit, it's my primary instrument, I feel comfortable using it for songwriting, tends in the direction of like a little bit of folk, a little bit of country, a little bit of Americana. So this is sort of leaning pretty hard in that Americana folk direction without the chill reggae. So maybe, I don't know, tell me what you think. Okay. That's called Places to Go. I'm going to let the people vote. So that's the way I wrote it. This is the... Which one do you want to hear? Hands up for the first way. My original. And hands up for the reggae. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. Do I have to change in the middle? I'll do it the first way. You'll just have to hear my band play it the way we decided to do reggae. We never did write that song together. We've been working on forever. Never took the boat down to watch flowers on the bay. We always said we'd drive to Houston to surprise your folks at Christmas. Your mama promised to make me stop you with my name. We spent our days and nights and mornings finding ways to just keep going past the point no return. We left behind so long ago. And oh, now I think of places I could go. Falling in love is like a folk song with easy rhymes and simple strums, but keeping it going's like a symphony. Movements, cadences, and beats, finding rhythm in the ordinary, avoiding the cold minds and airy. Can't say everything's perfect, but at least we tried. We spent our mornings, days, and evenings finding ways to just keep singing past the last note of the tree. Died out long ago. Oh, now I sing of places I will go. Moving on is just a new page, like growing old is just a new phase. Telling stories of the past with a teardrop in your eye. The words we never found for that song don't matter 'cause it still plays on. I finally got to see all the stars my last trip through the South. I sent you postcards till last May when we said your vows and she took your name. It's a point of no return, but the rest is mine again. Oh, now I
Well, thank you all again for being here, and thanks to Jay and Jen. Honestly,
Gabe.
your songs are amazing. We're going to take a really short break. I know during breaks is the perfect time to leave, but if you don't leave, I promise you're in for some good songs to come. You guys have anything coming up at 96.7?
People who might not know, my name is Kolb. You can see that right there. I'm the music director at Radio St. Pete, Sunshine 96.7 FM. And on June the 16th, we have a big fundraiser coming up. It's at the side door of the Palladium. Reserve seats are gone. We have sold all of those. There's still some GA seats, general admission seats left. And the band is the Mad Beach Band. And to see the Mad Beach Band at the side door of the Palladium, that's going to be a great show in a great room with a great band. It's probably not a secret. If it is, I guess I'm going to let it out there. The concert happens to line up with almost to the day of the 50th anniversary of the first time that Pete Shackett and Pete Merrigan played as a duo 50 years ago. Don't tell Pete I told you this, either of the Petes, but Pete Shackett's going to join the band and play a few songs with Pete Merrigan as a duo. So folks, you don't want to miss this one. It's going to be a great show in a great room, and it'll also help out the station, so buy a ticket.
That's awesome. Do you have anything coming up?
We do not. My band, most of my band, we are actually, I'm sorry, I lied. Dave, we're playing, the Ocean Road Band is going to play a fundraiser put on by the City of St. Pete in collaboration with USF to help raise some money to offset the cost of recovering whatever they can at the Marine Sciences fire. So what I think details will be forthcoming, but if you'd like to be a part of that and come and support that fundraiser and see our band play, you can check out Ocean Road Band's Facebook page and our Instagram. And also, I'm sure there will be a lot of publicity about that particular fundraiser because it's collabed with the City of St. Pete. So I'll be doing something very different than I'm doing right now. And then my OG people, our grasshopper sparrows, we are in the woodshed. So we're looking for opportunities to perform. Pressure is good, it makes us work harder, and deadlines are good for people like me. So, but if you want to hear some great original music, we're forthcoming. Look for the grasshopper sparrows. So, yeah, thank you.
And then Noisemakers, we don't do a lot over the summer, but I'm in talks with some people. I think we're gonna have Will Kimbrough back in the winter. Everybody knows who Will is. He's an amazing songwriter. He was in Tom Snyder's Nervous Rex band. He played with Jimmy Buffett. And we may have in December one of the sons. I'm not going to say it. The man just turned 93 years old in April. But one of his sons may be here in December. That's going to be super cool. So if you can figure out that cool, that'll be fun. And then other than that, I play at Bigfoot on the River tomorrow. Anybody been to Bigfoot on the River in Tampa? Me neither. I play there tomorrow. I wouldn't drive to see you, but I'll be there. All right, we'll be right